from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Simba Webster on the return.
The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Right side complete. That's Woods. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pass of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete.
Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now for the point after.
The extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the 2nd most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Trying to find Cook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this a quick slant to Lockett. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return comes Webster. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the toss, this is Jim Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Goff going up top for Kupp. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Quandre Diggs. Man, it's good to see you on that, baby. Goff's pass.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Carson again the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Seahawks 10.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Rams
on first down. It's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Taken down by Bobby White.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. Shelling through the defense. But he breaks through another tackle. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Good position to be in here. 2nd and inches. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Sam Sloman for the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Pickup. And a Rams 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down, Rams.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there, 20-13, the final score. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. 28-14 was your final score. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 28-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
22 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now it's Carson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made at the 49.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Ball carrier.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now. It's Carson, and some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 32. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. from the shotgun. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
On the return comes Webster. And he returns this to the 22.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 31, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Wilson sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, a run with Hyde. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Carlos Hyde, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And a pause in the action because the booth...
Jason Myers for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On the return comes Webster. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A run here with Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
But it brings up
on 4th down. Gone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
DK Metcalf.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
27-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Yeah, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
At the 37-yard
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 26. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wilson on the keeper.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Wilson sacked.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Webster now to return. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He starts the drive by handing it to Brown. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Right back to Brown. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. First throw in overtime for Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Henderson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
intended for Josh Reynolds.
The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially put a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trend expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. Rolling to his right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
The 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Goff. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.